Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and today's episode is a special episode in a new series of episodes that I'm calling Hot as Hell with TSTL. These episodes are ones where I talk about fun romance things, and I'll even be joined with special guests from the world of romance. And so, with this inaugural episode of Hot as Hell with TSTL, I am joined with Roseanne and Marissa Backlund, and this mother-daughter duo are currently raising funds to open a romance-only bookstore in the Chicagoland area called Love's Sweet Arrow. So I'm in LA, and we have a romance-only bookstore called The Rip Bodice, and I love it there so much, and I think that the romance readers in Chicago deserve the same establishment. And in the long run, maybe it could inspire other people to open romance-only bookstores throughout the country, and even the world. So Roseanne and Marissa currently have a Kickstarter going until March 10th at 1:30 p.m. Central Time, and I highly encourage you to give whatever you can to these two wonderful women. You can find their Kickstarter link on the blog at tstlpodcast.com and Love Sweet Arrow's Twitter account at Loves Sweet Arrow. So, of course, I needed to discuss a romance novel with Roseanne and Marissa, so for the second half of the episode, we'll be discussing the 99-cent novella Take a Chance on Me by Suleika Snyder. So please enjoy this episode where Love's Sweet Arrow gets hot as hell with TSTL. Roseanne, Marissa, welcome to Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
We're so excited.
I am so excited you guys are here, and I know that the people of Chicago are going to be very excited that a new romance novel bookstore is opening.
We hope so.
But first, I would just love to know more about you guys, if you don't mind telling me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what do you do?
Okay.
You can go first if you want.
Okay,
Roseanne.
so I'm Roseanne, and I'm the mother of the mother-daughter duo.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I work at a school. I'm actually a lunch lady. I run the lunchroom. How
Cool.
exciting is that? And I've been married for 35 years to Marissa's dad. We have 3 children. She has an older brother and a younger brother. And the youngest is a senior in college, graduating soon. Woohoo!
Ooh, congratulations!
It's so nice to get that off the plate. So what else? I've been reading romance my whole life. I mean, it just seems like my mom read it, my older sisters read it, Most of my sisters still read it, and they are just as excited about the store as I am. They've all volunteered to come and help when authors come, and help us get the store together. I don't know. That's just, and I'm a voracious reader. Marissa and I both can read a book a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah. And what about you, Marissa? Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've had, I mean, I've been reading forever, too. I'm currently a special ed teacher. My first 2 years, I was in kindergarten instructional, so I had like a small group of kids with disabilities. And then now I'm a resource teacher. So I take the kids that are in the gen ed environment most of the time, and I just pull them for extra support. Before that, I wanted to be in musical theater and an opera singer, and then before that, when I was in grade school, I was a gymnast, and I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast. So I had lots of different careers and stuff.
And let me just throw in there, she has a beautiful voice.
Aww.
If you get a chance to hear Marissa sing, she's a beautiful singer.
My dogs.
Marissa, I think your mom's pimping you out a little bit. I think we need to hear.
Right now, it's just the dogs that hear me sing. I think over the holidays, I took a bunch of Christmas carols and started inserting their names in them.
Uh-huh.
So I think Silver Bells, I was like, Lady Girl. And then she was just like looking at me and smiling. And unfortunately, Brando doesn't really like my music that much. So.
Aww. It's so funny, like, how people sing to their dogs. Like, it's such a thing, like, the songs people sing. It's, like, so common.
Yeah. I think, so one of the things I do at school is, like, we do Go Noodle breaks. And so one of the channels is, like, old songs, and then the Kids Bop Kids have been, like, redoing them.
Uh-huh.
And so at the end of last year, we were doing a lot of Whoop, There It Is. And so they're pooping songs to the tune of Whoop, There It Is when I'm trying to get them to go to the bathroom. And so I won't sing it now.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I'll use that. Like, that seems like good motivation for myself. I'm going there.
That's funny.
Why don't you guys tell us about how you got into reading romance? What was the first book you picked up, and how maybe the two of you, oops, that was my text, maybe how the two of you connected through reading romance?
Well, she found out I was reading romance in the bathroom. I mean, I would just go in there. I'd sneak a book while I was, not to get TMI.
No, listen. Oh, hang on a second. We all do.
And then she called me one day, and I was like, "It's the funeral scene! It's the funeral scene!" And she's like, "How do you know there's anything other than a funeral scene in this book?" And I was like, I was 12, and I mean, I was just a little immature for it. Mm-hmm. And so I put it down, and I didn't touch it again. But then in high school, I just kind of, she would recommend something or say, maybe you wait a little bit, and then I snuck them at a friend's house, and, just kind of went from there. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I've read other genres, and I do read other genres, but I just always go back to romance, just because, I mean, if you read other books, Game of Thrones, you don't know if it's going to be okay at the end.
Right.
A lot of people are going to die. But romance, they probably aren't. They're going to end up happy, and everything's going to work out. And it's nice. It's nice to have that comfort. They really are comfort reads. Even if they go through a bunch of difficult stuff in the story, it's all neatly tied in the book.
Oh, yeah. It's because, I think all of us, we want things to work out. And in real life, things don't work out. But
not all the time. That's true.
No.
True.
So what are some of your guys' favorite books or series or genres?
Well, we're both following Fated Mates with the whole Press the Coal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's such a great podcast.
That's such a great podcast.
We go to her book club.
That's great.
Yeah, we're part of her book club.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So I think last year, well, we actually put it up on Instagram and Twitter. We went to a couple different signings, and the one that struck us the most was Beverly Jenkins, Alyssa Cole, and Sonali Dev.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that was so much fun listening to them and getting book signs and meeting them. And then we just kind of got more and more into it. We started, with the whole book club with Jen, and then last year when the lottery was huge, it was like 300 or 400 million or 800 million, whatever it was. We were both like, we would so open a romance-only bookstore.
Yeah.
And so after like a month, when then, of course, we didn't win, I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do it because this is a passion that we love, and it could work. And if it doesn't, at least we try.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just so inspiring, just having this dream and doing it and using the lottery obviously to inspire you, but just like I just admire that so much where you guys are like, you know what, we are gonna do it anyway, like lottery be damned.
Yeah,
that's right. And we're looking at our Kickstarter. It's like it's moving. It's really not moving the way we need it to move. We're not giving up, but we're still going to do the bookstore.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because, you guys should obviously do it anyway. I'm hoping that this episode can help inspire people to donate more money. Because I'm in Los Angeles and we have the Ripped Bodice here. It's a romance-only bookstore, and I can't tell you just how lovely it is to be there. It feels like it's home. It feels very safe and empowering, and I just hope people in the Chicago area can have that same experience.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to do. Like we are very much inspired by them, and everything. We follow them on Twitter, and they now follow us.
Yay!
And I was following them a couple years ago, and I actually ordered from them just because it's the only place to get a lot of these books. And while we haven't actually been to the store, we've supported them, and we and just when they did the tampons book or that where they
whatever they call it.
Hanukkah, and I was like, that's such a great idea, because those aren't things you can buy with food stamps and stuff like that, and just being able to support women with their store. And I see everything they do, and I'm like, I want to be able to do things like that for the community. And we're very much inspired by them, and we hope that we can be a place that's like home for our area as well. Yes.
And we're going to get out there one day. We just haven't been able to do it yet.
I'm kind of like, when you guys open, I'm going to get out too. It's just, you guys are, is it in Chicago, or is it are you in a suburb outside of Chicago?
We're going to have the store hopefully in Tinley Park, which is a suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
But it is accessible by train,
and
I believe it's only about 40 minutes from the city.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, probably 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's right near major intersections as far as interstates. Like, it's 5 minutes off major interstates, which is perfect. So
yeah. We'll have to go to each other's cities and visit each other's stores.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So what is it like working together, trying to establish this store? Is it nice to work with a family member?
It's good. Someone else asked us, if it's caused any arguments or anything. I feel like we argue about other things.
Sure.
We don't argue about the store. That's right.
It's more about figuring out where our relationship is with regards to the store. And honestly, we've had way more arguments about me being single than the store. Let's just be real.
That sounds so bad that I argue with her about being single.
It's more like, you need to put yourself out there, and I'm like, I give up. I don't give up, and I'm like, I have my dogs, that's all I need.
I know, if there's one thing that I'm thankful I don't argue with my mom with, is me being single.
That's right. And it's not that we argue about it, but it's just, I always have an opinion about it.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't need any more opinions. I've got enough rattling around in my brain.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're 100% right. Marissa, I'm on your side with this. So you guys have this great Kickstarter page that everyone can read about, where you're at with your store. But I would just love for you to give us like some details of what you picture the store looking like.
Well, our dream thing, we have actually a dream location.
Mm-hmm.
It has a small warehouse aside, and it has like a half wall separation between where we think the more like sexy books could go.
Yeah.
So that because we do want to be like a community where moms can bring their kids and
Right.
parents can bring their kids, but it's kind of separate, so a kid doesn't happen upon it and be like, "Mommy, what's this naked person on it?" Just so it doesn't cause a conversation that's a little too early.
Yeah.
But we really want to have we want to have like a little coffee bar where people can like use actual like mugs, and then we'll have the coffee, and it'll be part of the store. And then if they want to kind of donate $1 here or $2 to help us pay for the coffee, but it's not going to be free of charge.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And like chairs where people can sit and get started on the book they're going to buy, or they buy the book and they can't wait to read it, so they can sit down and read it in the store.
Right.
Yeah, that's what just seems so nice about it. Is just it's more than a store. It's like a hangout. It's a club, if you will.
Right. And Jen Reads Romance has already told us she'll come and run a book club for us once a month.
That's amazing. She's
Which
great.
is fabulous. I know. Yeah, we just kind of, we don't have colors in mind. Well, I think Marissa might, but just a very light, pale, whatever colors, and just warm. And we'd like to, saw this really cool clock, and instead of the numbers, it had a book for each of the times around the clock. And I thought, how cool would that be to hang on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm kind of creative if I can see similar things. But my youngest is in art school, so he's going to come up with a lot of really cool things for us. So he's all about helping us decorate the window and stuff. So that's good.
Yeah, it seems like it's a family affair, and
It is a family affair.
Yeah, and I think people are so drawn to that.
Yes. Yeah. And Marissa's dad is a computer guy who's run businesses before, so he said he'll take care of all of that for us, which is fabulous. And he did our website.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. The support is huge.
Yeah. And so so you're obviously campaigning, you have this Kickstarter. Do you want to describe, like what kind of you still need at this point in the campaign, like where you are, in your planning and putting this together?
Well, the big thing is we need people to donate in order to get the money we have raised.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're still we're really close to 10,400. We're like $5 away, but there's only about, at 1 o'clock our time, it's going to be 7 days. So,
the funding.
The funding's the biggest thing. We went to a used book extravaganza, I was calling it. And it was a VNSA. So it was in Arizona, and we went out there and we bought like 500 used books. But we can't sell just used books. We need to be able to buy new books. And that we still need. We kind of have a little mini blueprints that both of us kind of drew out. And so we kind of know how the setup's going to be. But
we're looking for there's funding levels for the reading nook, so you could sponsor a chair or a lamp. Sponsor shelves. We've had great success with authors and bloggers who have sponsored a shelf. And then our POS system, we had someone help us that is so excited to come to the party. So we want to have that invitation only party at a certain level. And I actually have someone at my school, and she's the band director, and she's going to bring a friend, and they're going to play.
Oh, cool!
Yeah. I know. Yeah. She's like, oh, yes, I'm going to come and I'm just going to play music for your exclusive party. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I can't give you money, but I can come and play. And I'm like, well, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so nice. I feel like with something like this, just seeing all the community come together, whether it's online or, in person, of just all these people who just really support you. It's so nice.
It is. We're feeling very supported. We are.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's think. Oh, okay. So I usually ask, some of my romance friends this. But romance readers still face a stigma of, reading what they like. How do you guys, the two of you individually, kind of deal with the stigma of people who maybe don't understand romance or maybe disparage romance?
Well, do you want me to tell my story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, please.
This happened a couple months ago at work. I was on duty with a couple other teachers, and we were just talking about books we like. And this was right before the launch of the Kickstarter, too. And I was like, I really like romance, like romantic suspense. And I said, I read it all the time. And this coworker, who's a very nice person, and it's the patriarchy. That's why she thinks this way. She was like, and what does your husband think about that? And I said, well, I'm not married. Well, what does your boyfriend think about that? And I said, I'm not seeing anyone. And then she's like, oh, it's kind of funny that you like romance, but you don't have any in your life. Oh. And I'm like, and I said, well, there's a lot of sucky things going on in the world right now, and this just kind of makes it better. And then another teacher kind of came in and was like, I like that, and changed the subject for me, because I was like, I'm feeling a little attacked right now. Yeah. It's just, stuff like that, and it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything quite that much, but when I went to, because we've been going around to different businesses and stuff, and I was at the Village Hall, and this one lady's like, well, what kind of bookstore? And I said, romance. And she's like, you're not going to sell bestsellers? And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're going to sell romance books because that's what we like to read. And I'm thinking to myself, and you're going to be in there one day.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting a mental picture of who you are because you're going to come in and check it out. So, yeah.
And a lot of romance books are bestsellers.
I know, I was just going to say, yeah, bestsellers. What does she think bestsellers are?
Yeah. So, yeah, we want to get rid of that stigma. That's a big goal of ours. It's just, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Just come in. Come in and explore our store, and you're going to find something that you're going to want to read.
Oh, sure. I mean, especially with how much of the fiction market romance takes up and how many readers there are. My whole thing is that, there's a romance book out there for you, no matter who you are, no matter what you like.
Right. I agree. And I've actually had a lot of people, I think since we started this whole thing and we've really been pushing it, ask me, well, I like this. Who's good for me to read? And I'll be like, okay, well, you should check out this author and this author. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so ready for this store.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And last year, when we went to the Beverly Jenkins, Alyssa Cole, Sonali Dev book signing, my paraprofessional at the time, I was like, we had been talking about books, and she's like, do you like Beverly Jenkins? And she's like, yeah. And so I bought her a book and got it signed for her as a surprise, and she was like, it just made her day. And I was just so nice. Yeah. I mean, just little things like that,
Yeah. And we're going to KissCon in April, and Beverly's going to be there, so Marissa's going to wear her Slayer of Words shirt.
Yeah. I have that shirt.
Oh, man, I wish I could go. I was just talking to a friend. We're like, we really want to go, but it's just not in the cards right now.
Yeah. I get We actually got a hotel because we're like, I'm not going back and forth because it's like an hour and 15 minutes. And, we want to go to the Friday night pajama party and watch Deadly Sexy with Bev. Mm-hmm, so we're like, we're just staying there.
We'll text you pictures.
Oh, please do. That sounds like so much fun. The movie is so good, by the way. I watched it recently.
It's so good.
Yeah. This is such a weird question, but, my mom doesn't really read romance, but she has, and, we find it both so weird to talk about, sexy books with each other. Do you guys experience that? I'm just fascinated right now.
I mean,
so you have to tell her the Red story from yesterday.
Okay, so... on that subject, I've been listening to, I discovered that Heaving Bosoms did The Red. They did a whole thing about The Red, and I read The Red a while ago by Tiffany Rice, the erotic fantasy, and I really liked it, and I was talking to Roseanne about it, and I was like, I was like, I was so excited that, I wish more people did that. And she was like, what's it about? I'm like, well, at one point, he whips her 100 times, and another point she has sex with a minotaur. And I'm like, I don't know that you're going to like this book, but I'm
gonna try it.
Yeah,
I am gonna try it.
Yeah,
you just never know. I mean, I've read books like that before. We don't tend to talk about the sex scene so much, but we share books a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if that makes it a little easier for people.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll like read a book and I'll be like, my mom read this scene. And then I'll just forget about it. Just read it. So it does, but it's not, the same thing is I got this one book from, I ordered it used, and then it was literally 2 months old, and it was, the spine was bent in multiple places. And I'm like, oh, do I really want to keep this book? Because I'm like, how many people have read this already? And it's 2 months old. So that kind of made me kind of go, this is a well-read book.
Oh, yeah. I buy a lot of used books, too, and I'm always like, oh, there's the spine bent right here.
Right.
And then for the podcast, I usually highlight it. So then I'm like, I'm going to return this book and sell it used, and someone's going to see it highlighted, and then I'll be like, you're welcome.
Little cliff notes in the side.
Oh, Brianna, you're fine.
Yeah, just a bunch of ow.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess we could get into the book we're discussing. You guys recommended this amazing book by Suleika Snyder called Take a Chance on Me, which I had wanted to read for a very long time. So I'm so glad we're discussing this. So I'll give everyone a quick synopsis about it. So Take a Chance on Me is 99 cents. And okay, so the Taj Mahal restaurant in Eastville, Indiana may serve the best Indian food around, but it's also an establishment frequented by the Eastville Eagles, an outlaw motorcycle club. But the club's enforcer, Trucker, has his eyes set on the cute and self-assured server at the restaurant, Pinky. And when they get together, they geek out, make out, and screw their brains out. Vroom, vroom went their sex drive.
And I felt like they did.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so the reason why I asked, is it weird to discuss this stuff with your mom? It was because, holy fuck, this sex scene is hot.
And this one was not one that really bothered me. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. It depends on the book, really. We were taking selections to read, and we were reading it to each other, and I was like, oh well. We went, when I was 16, my first rated R movie was Love Actually, the unrated version.
Whoa.
And I realized it was unrated, and we watched it together, and I was like, oh, because the porn stars screwing each other.
Yeah.
In every other scene, it felt like, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I think your best friend was watching it too.
Yeah, my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was I'm like, oh my gosh. That was awkward. Because they were naked.
Yeah, well, there was when Sex in the City was on, and I would be home, and my mom and I would both watch it, and my mom would watch it in her room with the door wide open, and I would watch it in my room with the door wide open, and we would just scream to each other oh my God! That's how we would watch it.
That's funny.
Yeah. So what did you guys like about this book?
I just loved everything about it. And actually, an hour ago, Megan Frampton tweeted, just read it, loved it, and I commented on it. I was like, so good, rereading it again. I said, but it makes me so hungry. And Suleika actually commented and said, guess I should have put a warning on it. We'll make you hungry.
Yeah. I do like how he was using the food to turn her on.
Yes, I loved that scene.
Yes.
The part where he dips his fingers in the syrup and licks them, but unintentionally, and she was watching it, oh my gosh, and he noticed her watching it, was sorry.
Yeah, but then there was that one line, oh my God, I actually highlighted it, but it was I wish he was doing that to me, and I'm like, yes.
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 That was good. I just think she's so descriptive, and it just feels like you're there watching this taking place.
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really liked, how they just got right to the sex. I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's a
In the
novella.
parking lot,
Yeah,
right
the
there.
Walmart parking
Like
lot.
they were talking, and then they were having sex in the truck. Boom,
Yeah.
that was it.
They
Yeah.
were
and-
getting coffee.
Coffee, quote unquote. Because it's so funny, and there's just like she's not apologetic about it. And I was
Oh.
like thinking, like, oh, if it was my friend, and I was like telling my friend, like, yeah, I met this guy, and we had sex right away, they'd be like, or like even I would be like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. And here they're just like, yep, I did it, no shame.
Yep.
But they were
Owning-
safe about it. They used
Sure.
condoms.
So yeah, it was nice to own it. That was good.
Yeah.
It's not like they were 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were old enough to know better, to make the choice, and so
they're
unapologetic. I like that. Yeah, because it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys like Motorcycle Club novels?
I don't know that I've really read any.
I
So
read a few.
I can't say yes or no, but I mean, I liked this. I like this that I had it in it, but I like that he wasn't like, even though it was a neo-Nazi one, but he was like the good guy in it. So I mean, I wouldn't read a neo-Nazi motorcycle novel.
What? I hope those don't exist.
I feel like that's kind of like my hard line or whatever you call it. But I mean, this kind of I'm open to trying other kinds of motorcycles.
Yes, and I have a friend who was like, when you open motorcycle and tats, that's what you're going to carry for me. And I'm like, I got you covered. Don't worry.
Yeah, I would like a nice motor. Like, I've read Motorcycle Club, and it was always like, they were nice. They weren't, terrible gun runners or whatever, the Eastville Eagles are.
You're right.
But, what was so great was that, the trucker is an undercover ATF officer, and holy moly, like, the stakes were so high. Like, he was, like, undercover for years and had to pretend to be, like, this, like, badass domestic terrorist motorcycle club enforcer. And, like, holy moly, the stress he must be under.
Yes. And to keep it separate. I don't know, to be that would be hard.
Yeah, and he was there young. Like, he was young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When he started it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the conflict, the internal conflict where Pinky's like, I want to go to Bone Town with him, but he's also like a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of internal struggle, but like you as a reader know that she doesn't need to be struggled about it. Like, yeah, that was an interesting. Like, I'm glad she brought that up.
Sure.
Like, I mean, because she is like, a woman of color. And, I mean, his motorcycle gang hates them. And so, I mean, I'm glad that she didn't shy away from discussing the ramifications of everyone finding out that she's having sex with him.
Yeah, and I thought there was a great moment where, okay, we can spoil, we all know Happily Ever After. But you think that there's the shootout, or like, the motorcycle club is caught and arrested, and it's a very violent thing, and she thinks that, Pinky thinks that Trucker is dead, and she just full on drives to where the compound is, putting herself out there, and it was like dangerous for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And they think they stopped her, didn't they? Like, you can't go any further. And she's like, but I just, she just wanted to know if it was true or not that he was actually killed.
Yeah.
And of course, they're not going to tell her.
Yeah.
So,
because Trucker Kerrigan is dead. Tyler Barnes is reborn.
Yeah, Ty is a different Ty.
Yeah.
Because, it did make me stressful, because it's like when you have to start a new romance when your, partner is now a different name, I'm just like, oh god, you're going to slip one day. And I was like, I am so glad the first part of his name is still the same.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You could just start calling him T, and then you would know. Yeah. T, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I would be able to do it.
I know.
But yeah, so do you guys, because the writing in this book is just so freaking hot. I loved it so much. Do you guys want to read, do you have an excerpt that you guys want to read aloud?
Yeah, I screenshotted a couple. Well, like the first one it's not a sexy scene, but I kind of wanted to read it just
Sure.
because. So it's my page. It says 95 of 1243, but I don't really know what the actual page number is because my iPad's weird. It
I know where
says
you're at. Yeah, I use my Kindle too. But in one of these
yeah,
days, I'm going to buy a paperback from your books, from your
yeah,
bookstore.
yeah,
So
yeah. It says, because he was Trucker Kerrigan's supposed enforcer of the Eastville Eagles Motorcycle Club, that he preferred biryani to bikes didn't seem to matter, and as far as the folks of Eastville, Indiana were concerned, he had control, he had power, and he had every right to exert both over any heterosexual woman who might cross his path. Hell, the homosexual ones too. According to some of the more creative bathroom graffiti scattered around town, he made dick believers out of some holdouts. Trucker didn't buy that for an instant, not just because it was disgusting to even consider turning someone gay or straight, but because he was the furthest thing from powerful. And I just really liked that, I really liked the fact that she had the male character say that. Like, you can't just turn someone straight. And it's just like a little insert, but I just I just like that, Because,
yeah.
can't. And I don't know. It just made me happy when she wrote that.
Yeah, because I think with like something, there's this, with macho guys, they think they're so macho they can like change a woman's sexuality, and it's almost like a joke, like it was a
Yeah.
joke, with guys, years ago. But now that like recognizing that and it's no longer, something silly that can be just like, said was just so nice, and it makes him incredibly sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he's like, he understands that and he like actually thinks,
Right? He thinks.
And with regards to like a sexy part, right after they screw in the they go to Bone Town in the truck. He hadn't set out this morning intending to fuck Pinky Grover. It just kind of happened. Like rain happened, or earthquakes, one of those unavoidable natural phenomena that took you by surprise. Soon, he'd said the other day, and it turned out to be now. Shrugging back into their clothes, wiping the fog off the windshield, rolling the windows down to air the smell of their sex. It's just a great imagery,
Yeah, because there is a sex smell. Like, I'm glad that it was acknowledged.
Yeah.
Right? Especially in an enclosed space like a truck.
Yeah.
And also what was so great about that sex scene was that he like it feels so weird talking about this with the mom and a daughter, but he addresses her clitoris, and like the thing even says like he knows that sometimes like women can't like have an orgasm vaginally, and which is a thing that needs to be discussed more in my opinion, and he acknowledges that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I have one more, but I'll let you go.
Okay, so mine's a little bit longer because I just have to. It's when she sees him again at the drive-in. He's like, one more night with Trucker Kerrigan, who wasn't even Trucker Kerrigan anymore. What was I thinking? You're thinking you want to get laid again, I answered aloud as I checked my mirrors before pulling out of the drive-in. The girl reflected back at me in the rear view. Her cheeks were flushed, her eyes bright. She was practically glowing just from the prospect. But it was more than just sex. This thing between us, this thing that had twisted me up with grief and then drowned me in so much relief that he was okay. I had feelings for him, bigger than attraction, bigger than lust. They started with like and ended with heartbreak. Fuck. He was going to hurt me. I was going to hurt me. And still I decided to follow his bland brown car to yet another motel room. I love that.
Yeah.
That's just so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Marissa, did you have another part you wanted to read?
Yes. This is, I think, the first time they go to the motel room.
Okay.
I could do this all night. Just kiss you, hold you in my arms. But you're not here for that, are you? You're here to be fucked by the bad boy. The words were a low growl against my jaw, a little angry, and I wasn't sure who he was mad at, me or himself. He was going to have to work through that on his own. I had other priorities. Do I have to choose? I slip one hand between us, stroking from his flat, hard belly to his even harder cock. Why can't it be both? Can't you hold me and fuck me? Yeah, okay, he laughed, sounding a little sheepish, and ducked his head so he could brush his lips against my throat. It soothed the sting of that strange and momentary fury. I think I can manage that, he assured. I can multitask.
So great. Don't we all, I just, what a dream to hear a guy say that.
I know, right?
You know what was also great is there was that section in the book where, like, they were talking about just kissing and the way that she was just like, and it was like, kissing was important. It was just as important as the sex. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yes.
It was like that was an act unto its own, which I think is, like, hot, too.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Don't forget the foreplay.
Oh, don't forget the foreplay. Oh, my God.
Yes.
You know what was so great? It was that they were also, like, their dialogue was very funny. The book was very funny.
Yes.
And they joke during sex, which is something that I always like, in books and maybe in real life.
Yeah.
This is, my section is when they are in the motel after your scene and he's, like, going down on her and they make this silly joke. So he's going down on her and here's where we go. Okay. Trucker applied himself to the task with near religious fervor, crawling down her body, stopping to worship at the temple of her tits, great phrase, and pay homage to the lush curve of her hip. Poised above her pussy, he stopped for a check-in. Are you okay with this? Her hand tangled in his hair. She caressed his nape, and then she guided his head down, the message clear. But she followed it with an enthusiastic verbal confirmation. Hell yes! Move in if you like it. He kissed the soft skin of her inner thigh, loving the way she shuddered under his mouth. I was thinking of building a condo. I'm zoned for that, she panted as she slid one finger and then two into her slick heat. Permit approved. When was the last time he'd laughed during sex? The last time he'd laughed at all? Had he ever had this much fun with someone? He was determined to make the fun last as long as possible, to make her pleasure last as long as possible. Trucker took his sweet damn time in that cunnilingus condo.
I love that.
I was like, this is amazing because it's just like, you would feel so embarrassed to make that joke in front of someone, but it worked.
Yeah.
Right. It did work.
And, like, it just kind of goes to show you how sexy, like, asking for consent can be.
Yes.
Because, like, I mean, it has consent, it has humor. It is just, like, I mean, the part where he's, like, pause to check in. Are you okay with this? It's like, thank you. Like,
yes,
yeah.
and it makes it sexy. Like, I think what I've been loving about this book and some other books that I've read recently is, like, people think that, like, asking for consent or asking to kiss someone or touch someone feels awkward, and it doesn't. It's not. You can make it, when you're yourself, when you're being honest, and when you're in the moment, that's what's sexy.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
And having more and more discussion, like having books like this one that discusses it in a totally normal way. Like, it's not like stopping and saying, will you sign this contract that says I can kiss you right now? Well, no, that's not what it's about. It's just about that having that check-in all the time.
Yeah, because when both people are present in the moment and they know what they want, like, it's the beauty of sex,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like it that she just made it, like, fun.
Yes.
It was just fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys believers that men should read romance novels?
I am.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
We haven't converted many people, but we are. We're working on it. Yes.
Is there a romance novel in particular or like a genre in particular that you were like, men should, if they were to read romance novels, they should start with this type of novel?
Well, I feel like if a man likes Star Trek, he could probably branch to, like, the sci-fi or paranormal pretty easily, and then just kind of go from there. But, I mean, I feel like any genre is really good, but, like, kind of, like, dipping the toes in the water, that would probably... Because I feel like if they like Romulans and Vulcans, they might like, vampires and werewolves,
Sure.
that might be open to it as an introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to get my son, well, right now he's finishing college. He's like, I have no time, but I was trying to get him to read like just some women's fiction that maybe aren't as sexual as much in sex in the books, to kind of get him to gently ease into it. Because I think there's a couple by Kristen Higgins that kind of are HEAs, but it's more of a life experience, and I think that would help people.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I've been trying to get my dad and my younger brother to read the Lady Sherlock series, because my dad loves Sherlock Holmes. And I'm like, Dad, you need to read this. And there really isn't as much like sex in that. I mean, in the most recent one, not that's a spoil, but there is sex in there. Not as much as her romance novels, but I'm like, okay, you like Sherlock Holmes, you should read the Lady Sherlock series.
Yeah.
Like, let's just, I mean, come on, go, do it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It's except Sherlock is a woman.
Right.
Totally. And I guess it also depends on, like, if you're getting someone, men or women, or anyone, to, be introduced to a romance novel, you usually are like, well, what genre do you like? I've noticed with romantic suspense has worked for me in terms of, like, getting new people into it, because, a lot of people do like mysteries, and even if there's, like, sex in it, I think the sex is better written.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
That I hadn't thought about that. That's a good one.
Yeah. Marcy, did you say you like romantic suspense?
Yeah. There's I can't remember the title, but a couple of Brenda Jackson, like a couple of her new ones that I think, I can't remember the title, but it's and it's on the bookshelf, so I don't want to like leave and go get it. But if I remember it, I'll text it to you.
Oh yeah, and I'll put it up in the show notes and stuff.
Yeah. But I've read 2 of those, and they're really good. And we picked up 2 of them at the used book sale, so I was like, woohoo! Yeah. And deadly sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we're just starting to get into it. But I really do like mysteries. Mm-hmm. So I mean, when I kind of started grabbing some, I'm like, oh, this is like perfect, because it has the mystery and it has the sex. It's like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Perfect.
I know.
The 2.
Yeah, romantic suspense is my jam. I mean, that's kind of like when I feel like I'm on the beach, even though I'm not on a beach, it's always romantic suspense for me.
Yeah.
What if you were trapped on a deserted island, and you only had one genre to read? What would it be?
I think it would be contemporary, because I really like how these authors can weave in what's going on in bits and pieces into the story. So right now, my contemporary is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I've been liking contemporary too, especially with this book. It's making me fall back in love with contemporary again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what were some other favorite parts of this book?
Well, I liked how she figured out right away that he was into superheroes.
Yes.
Yes. And I like how she would kind of ease in, like, put that out there in their discussions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just kind of throw it out there, so she would let him know that she also liked, all the superheroes and movies going on at Marvel, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he went from Captain America to the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Because he was like Tyler Buchanan Barnes.
That was so funny, because I think that's something, like, if we were like, oh, you have to change your name, like, what would it be? I would be like, Buffy.
Right.
Buffy Romanov.
Yeah. So that was fun. So that's kind of like the whole contemporary thing, where it's out there and it's popular, and like we're big sci-fi people, like Star Trek, Star Wars, all of the Marvel. We've seen them all. We have them all. Yeah.
We used to have.
We're nerds.
Yeah. When it was probably 5 or 6, we used to watch The Next Generation every week as a family. So it was my older brother, my mom, my dad, and me, and I can remember, like, the day the first Voyager, the premiere of Voyager, and I remember being so mad because Data wasn't in it. Because I was like, Data's my favorite, and he's not in it.
Yes. And for Halloween, both her and her brother had the outfits from Star Trek.
The uniforms?
The uniforms for Halloween, yeah.
One year we were members of the Starfleet
Academy or something. Yeah. Yes.
That's
and even
awesome.
still to this day, his costume last year was who was that guy that his costume was?
Oh, Krennic.
Krennic.
Okay.
And he's 21. He paid like $200 or $300 for this beautiful costume
From
And
Rogue One.
Yeah, from Rogue One. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I appreciate the dedication.
Whenever talk about from Rogue One, that's
Right.
Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of nerds and geeks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and about the Data thing, I was rewatching Next Generation. I'm just like, he is so good. Like, he's so good in that character.
Yes, he is. Fred Spinner.
And recently, I guess a couple of years ago, there was an episode all about, and they were discussing whether or not Data was sentient.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember that from when I was a kid, but they put him on a tribunal, and they were like, is he a object, or is he actually like alive? And one of the examples was he gave when he fell in love, and they were like, well, and then they ended up deciding we can't decide right now, so we're not going to shut him down. And I'm like, oh, the existential questions of that show.
Yeah, it's one of my. I'm gonna diverge from our conversation, but like one of my favorite episodes, and I know not a lot of people like it, was when the kid lost his parents, and he finds himself like kind of wanting to hang out with Data, and it's like this android is this comfort to this kid who lost everything, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this episode so much. It's so sad.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the kid? Do you remember?
I don't.
Because now I'm remembering the episode too, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
just
that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it had a happily ever after, not a romance novel,
Yeah.
happily ever after.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
Oh,
With
okay.
the captain. He figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah, about this happily ever after though. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved the soon. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. It was a good way to end it. Of course, now it's almost like a cliffhanger, though.
it is.
Yeah.
So maybe she needs to write like a sequel. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
You know, how was she able to go back home with him? You know, those are the things that I think about.
Yeah.
Sure, you're together again and you're happy and you're living in the moment, but then what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you guys like with happily ever afters? Do you like to see the endings be the wedding or be the pregnancy?
I go back and forth about that just because, I like I do like the epilogue sometimes where they have a baby or they're married and, whatever, but I also I go back to junior year English class where they talked about, Return of the Native and how he wrote an extra chapter and it's terrible because he did not want to write it. And there's no, it's just, Tamsin, she sees Diggory Ben again. She's like, I love you. And he's like, I've always loved you. Let's get married. And it's just, so terrible. And I'm like, I mean, if it's well written, I'll buy it. But if it's better without it, then I'm okay with that too.
Yeah. I'm an epilogue person. I like to know what happens 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, that they've resolved issues and they're married and they have 5 kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how do you feel about, because how there's especially with some of the suspense books that I like, they're engaged, they've been in love for, a week, and then by the end of that week, the ring's on her finger.
That suspends belief just a little bit for me.
Yeah.
I think you need to know someone for at least a month.
Yeah.
But it's an HEA, so.
Sure.
Well, I mean, to be fair, weren't Zach and Afton together for about 3 months, and then they were my older brother, and they were thinking, oh, this could be it. For 3 months. That happens in real life.
It does.
Happily married. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, they waited a year before they got married, but they were kind of like, this is it.
Yeah.
So what else about the book did you guys like?
Well, I love the fact that, I mean, you can tell from the Captain America references that he is inspired by Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I was rereading it again this morning, and the part, the picture itself that inspired it was him like standing in the door, and she actually draws that imagery in the story, and I didn't catch that the first time, where he's like standing in the doorway and his Captain America shirt's riding up a little bit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the picture.
I have to find that picture.
But I don't remember what page it's on, but yeah.
Oh,
and she
okay.
said inspired, and I'm like, and you put, and I mean, probably someone mentioned that she put it in the story, but I didn't catch it the first time, and then I caught it this time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know what I also liked? That she wore Fruit of the Loom panties just in case he was going to rip
Yeah.
her nice panties.
What a ripper.
Yeah.
Because if there's one thing that makes me so upset, I actually like went on like ranted about this on a previous episode of like, she's wearing her nice panties and he ripped 2 of her nice panties, and I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you know how much those really nice panties cost?
I think it
know.
was, I think in Glutton for Pleasure by Alicia Wright, I think they buy her underwear, and then they say that they bought them, that she's like, these are really nice, and they're like, well, we're gonna rip them off, we're gonna rip them, and she's like, why would you spend so much money just to rip it, or something like that. I think it was that book, and it was just like, and when you bring that up, I'm like, yeah, it's a waste of money, just throw them home, you're gonna rip them.
You know what'd be great? You know how there's tearaway pants or something? You know, like male strippers wear, they tear them away. There should be tearaway panties.
We could be rich. Look at this.
With
Look
like
at this
Velcro,
idea.
and then just like with like a really thin layer of Velcro, so it just comes right off, and you repair them again.
Yeah, you guys, I think this is something that you should sell in your store, like in addition to books.
Yes. Yes.
Tearaway panties.
Tearaway
Yes.
panties.
It'll go with our So my younger brother Ethan, like, he did do a logo where it's kind of like the Love Sweet arrow is like a penis, and so we can sell it alongside those shirts with that logo on it. You know, the Love Sweet arrow after dark.
Yes. Yes, we're gonna market that when we get the store. We have a special logo prepared for adults.
Yeah,
and it's gonna glow in the dark.
you have to prove that you're 18 years old to buy this shirt.
You're
We're
going to be
not
having a lot
responsible.
of fake IDs.
Right.
Well, luckily, I used to be a bartender, so I know how to tell when it's a fake.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any final thoughts on the book?
I loved it. I love it.
She's such a good writer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is.
And we, not to like, hopefully this doesn't put her on the spot or anything, but we're emailing back and forth with Chicago authors, and she did respond and said, like, you know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm farther away than I would like to be, but hopefully I can come up to the store sometime. And we're like, yay!
Yeah.
So you can like come and talk about, you know,
Yes.
this story and other books. And
Yeah,
so
that would be great.
Yeah.
We've had so much response, wonderful response from authors. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how authors are with their fans. They're just so there and present for them, and it just means so much.
Yeah, I agree. And she seems like a really nice person, just very down to earth. But every time she posts about food, I'm like, you gotta give a recipe. Come on, Salika. Don't just
Honestly.
post it out there. Tell us how to make it.
Her and
Mina Esguerra.
Yeah, she posts food all the time. It's like, oh my gosh, stop making me hungry.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I can't go to where you are because you're, you know, in the Philippines. I can't go and like knock on your door and be like, can I have some?
Okay, so to all the authors listening, post your recipes. We're dying for them.
Please post your recipes.
Yes.
I know you're busy writing great books, but you owe it to us.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess my final thoughts on this book is that I was very emotionally invested when it seemed like they wouldn't end up together. I was in tears.
Yeah, that was hard. Because at the end, they're almost singing Rent lyrics together.
Yeah, and who doesn't cry at
And
Rent
they
lyrics?
both walk away. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that can't be the end.
No.
Well, I mean, that's, I think, the best books are, is like when you know there is one, but you don't know how they're going to get there.
Right.
And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think that's a sign of a really good author, is like, the stakes are so high that it's like, it doesn't seem like they can be together. And then you see how the author puts it together and it's like, oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, that's what keeps me reading, and it's, like, always those moments where I'm like, oh my god, it's 5 a.m. and I'm still reading this book.
And I leave for work in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I usually ask people for a letter grade, like A through F. Feel free to add a sexy adjective before it. So I gave this a delicious A+.
Ooh, I like that.
You know how he's like ATF?
Oh.
So ATF.
ATFin.
ATF. But that just makes me think of DTF.
That's fine too.
But it's like an A+ that we're down to like read again, I guess.
So what would I give it? Oh, I would give it oh, that's hard. Well, I'm definitely going to give it an A+, but what would be the word?
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot.
I just think of super sexy A.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, because of the superhero stuff. Super sexy A.
Huh? Yeah. I'm going to go with that. Even those two words, I'm going to mush them together.
Yeah.
It's sexy A.
Yeah, like,
It's a
yeah.
sexy A.
Sexy.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Well, we're about to wrap it up. If you guys want to give one last pitch for Love's Arrow,
Yeah. Just, you know, even if you can give or pledge $5, if everyone pledged $5, we would get there. So I know sometimes the economy just sucks, and we feel it. I mean, I'm a teacher. I'm so underpaid for what I have to do every day. But even $5 just makes a difference. And, you know, the Kickstarter is a matter of whether or not we get our dream location and we could do tons of author events and just have a bigger inventory and be able to just do so much more, or starting out small and, you know, maybe like a closet. So we're just really hoping that we can get the money just so we can really do everything that we're planning. So yeah, that's my pitch.
My pitch is it's happening. It's happening.
of course, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the best we can be, and we're going to grow. And when you look at what the Rip Bodice has done, it's their 3rd anniversary, but they've done so much in 3 years that if we just follow along in 3 years, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine. Yep. Well,
Yes.
I mean, thank you guys so much for being a guest. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for, you know, readers, you know, in the Midwest to have this store. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart.
Thank you for having us. This is wonderful.
This is wonderful. And your book should be there Monday, hopefully.
I know. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, yes. By the way, I won a raffle, which never happens, so I am stoked.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we have to tell a funny story about that.
Oh, sure.
So, do we have a minute?
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, you have all the time.
Okay, you take care of this because I have to go to bed because she goes to bed really early. And so I did. And so then I said, I put it up there, BF, you were to give her number 61. And then the next morning she woke up and she's like, you weren't supposed to announce it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, but it's Becky Feldman. I go, and that is? She's like, well, you know her by her name. She's too
stupid to live.
Which is the name of the podcast and me, yes.
I'm like, and she won, and she's like, yes, and I'm like, we have to tell her the story. Yes, about how we're on your podcast and you're the winner.
Yay!
How cool is that? Yay!
And I go to bed early because I get up at 4:15 because I get to work at 6:30. So I go to bed early.
It was just kind of funny. She's like, you did it wrong, and I'm like, I'm so tired. You do it. And then I did it wrong, and I'm like, whatever.
And to be fair, when I saw it, I was like, I wonder who BF is. And then
Best friend.
Oh yeah, who would be? Yes, because they're supporting the store.
Yeah. That's right. So that was just kind of a cute by-the-by.
Yeah.
And then it was you. Yep.
Yay. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Once again, the link to Love Sweet Arrow's Kickstarter is up on the blog at tstlpodcast.com and Love Sweet Arrow's Twitter account. And I hope you guys had a good time getting hot as hell with TSTL.